to your heart. Oh, baby, yeah. And a little tongue. Here it is. Here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. Welcome to the mental house. I'm really talking about stuff that bothered me this week. And I would be remiss, Lord have mercy. In fact, I wouldn't be honest if I was to let this go. As a lot of y'all know, the president okay, I know a couple things was going on simultaneously at the White House. And so I don't want to mix the two events up. I know that Joe Budden had a Black Excellence dinner or something to that effect, and I don't know if that's mixed in with the, concert that Kid Rock had put together for. Thank you, dear. So I'm not really sure, but this is a message to all of the self-hating Adolfs. Your leader and your daddy did a pretty hateful meme for Barack and his wife, and I'm sure you guys are all aware of it. He made them jungle bunnies. In fact, he made them gorillas. Okay? So, with that being said, sometimes this stuff is so crazy, you can't even it is serious. So sometimes I might laugh a little bit, but I'm doing that to keep from crying. Okay, because this is so crazy. But to these self-hating artists, I want you to know that if you think or are laughing or finally waking up that you see or he got you behind some kind of bind you owe him, and those caricatures of Michelle and Barack, you can take that same face and put it on Nelly. You can put it on Snoop. You can put it on Kanye, Soulja Boy, Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, Dennis Rodman, Rod Wave, Azalea Banks, Waka Flocka. We recently added Nicki to that list. Amber Rose, DJ Academics, Chief Keef, Benny the Butcher, Ice Cube, and I'm still struggling with this last name. And it's not because I'm partial. I would like to find out a little bit more. And he has been honest about this whole thing the whole way. Teddy Riley, another one. These are people who have gotten money and clout out the black community and now choose to disrespect us by acting like this is a joke. And this is the most serious time that we've had in American history. But they seem to think it's a joke. So with that being said, my last artist, you might think that I'm being a little partial, and that's Boosie. Simply because I I understand that this man is taking $1 million from people to. He's not going to. He doesn't hardly get an expungement, but either he'll wipe their slate clean or give them a pardon, or the other one. So I don't really know what Boosie's MO is. I'm disappointed, but at least he was honest enough to talk about it. So with that being said, I know Angela Stanton took him in there, and I know she's a staunch supporter because he gave her a few dollars. So she's another monkey that I think could have that suit on. But to all of y'all are not going to be successful in terms of, I don't think, in the black community no more, because y'all really showed y'all asses. And it's not like we have to have a one side fit all, but what we have to do is, when you see the majority of your people going one way, it reminds me of something Muhammad Ali said. And I guess because all of y'all haven't grown up with any kind of real leadership that represents you and at the same time speaks truth to power, I see a lot of y'all as just weak and jelly back, especially our men folk. And one of the things Muhammad Ali said, I think it was Dick Cavett or somebody, the host was saying, or somebody in the audience maybe, why are you saying all that about white folk? And I think what you're saying is racist, and you saying we're devils or blah 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 blah, and we don't think that that's good what you're doing or whatever. And Muhammad Ali fired back with them, and he said, listen, you don't care anything about me, and I know that. Hell, when this is over and you get done with me, black people are going to look at me like you betrayed us. And then I'll be like a person without a country, sort of like Sammy Davis Jr. And that's kind of like where you want black entertainers and black sports figures to be. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to betray the barber or a brother on the corner that work at the liquor store. I'm not going to, unfortunately he works there, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to betray the postman. I'm not going to betray the black hard-working factory worker to side with whatever y'all saying. Because when you don't have no more use for me and you spit me out, I want to have a community to go to. And once they know that I never sold them out, I'll be comfortable. And I think that that's the most brilliant thing that you can think of. When you put yourself in that much debt, or when you don't care enough where you have to go against your open enemy and disrespect your people, then Barack and Michelle shouldn't be on that film. It should be all of y'all whose names I just named. Because as far as I'm concerned, all of y'all monkeys. You just monkeys. And it's unfortunate. But if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And that seems like what y'all have done. So, y'all write off. And I don't know. Maybe a lot of y'all don't agree with me. And I'd like to understand or see why. But if you do, whether you do or don't, leave your comment below. I'd like to hear from you. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and share my channel. Like the channel. And I'm trying to get myself in the algorithms and get a little bit more community based with this channel. I don't spend a lot of time on this channel. I'm really basically on the other one a little more. However, I really want to know what y'all think. I really do. So, please subscribe again and share, and I'm going to see you in the next video.